Good morning, this is Wayne Belisle and Tessie, who's in a really playful mood today, so I'm going to put her down because she's running around like a crazy person. Oh, now she lays down, makes a liar out of me. Anyways, my name is Wayne Belisle with another smart profit maximizing moment. My brain just stopped. It's Friday, November 1st. You got 2 months. And that's why we're going to talk today about year-end tax planning and why it's more important than ever. First, let me do a better job introducing myself. My name is Wayne Belisle. I'm a CPA, owner and founder of a local CPA firm in El Paso, Texas. We basically focus on small business owners and their personal tax returns. So obviously we do tax returns, but unlike other CPAs, we also do tax planning, which is what we're going to talk about today. Over $4.4 million saved in the last 3 years alone, and we're climbing now because we are in tax planning mode. Had our first tax planning meeting yesterday, saved a client over $27,000. That's like an 11 to 1 return, 10 to 1 return over what I charged them. Okay, I need to charge more. Simple as that. Anyways, Jim, if you're listening, yes, I know, but I raised my fees 20% on this guy. All right. Anyways, it was a $27,000. And let's be honest, tax planning is not just 1 year. We're not just planning for 19 and 20. We could have easily have shifted and wiped out his taxes. We get them to a lower tax bracket, look at next year and say, going to be a little bit higher. Let's not get too aggressive. All right, so the 27,000 was bringing them down to a number that we were comfortable with. And to be honest, we're probably going to do a little bit more before the end of the year, so I expect that to be higher. So what's different? Yeah, like I said, what is different this year? Well, this is the first year that we have the full effect of the law. We got some things going on, like the Obamacare penalties disappearing. So we got a lot of things going on. There's a ton of, what? Jeez, are we spoiled? She just whined for her treat. Most of what we're doing is going to help you with year-end tax planning is looking at where you're at right now, making a projection and deciding, okay, here's what you're going to owe. Let's start working on this. And all of it's legal, all right? I'm going to be covering over the next week a lot of tax cutting ideas, so you might want to pay attention. But nothing really stops the ability of sitting down with the tax provider. I sat with them for 2 hours. We tied down his projection, made sure I understood what he was doing, came up with a number, and then went through a series of things that I thought would work customized for him. All right. Keep an eye on the blog posts we're going to do in the next the blog posts, sorry. The videos we're going to do, and I'm going to post them to the blog. So if you miss these, go to wjb-cpa.com, look in the top, wjb-cpa.com. You'll see some tabs across the top. On the left-hand side, the second from the left says blog. Click on that and you'll see all the different blog articles. Things we're going to be talking about is the new 20% business deduction, making sure you qualify for that and understand it. The tax law changes that are going into effect, tax tips for business owners, tax tips for families, your personal return, and tax tips for real estate investors. Remember, tax planning is only important if you really want to save 20, 50, 100,000. I have a couple that are 500 or 750,000. They're rare. And most are saving between 20 and 60, 70. Think about it, that's nothing to sneeze about. That's 20, 50, 60, $70,000 that you would have sent to the IRS, truthfully. Can you think of something better to do with it? Then tax planning is important. Pay attention to starting next week. We're going to cover, it's really going to be our week to concentrate on taxes. All right. Tax planning is very simple. Get an appointment with your tax planner now. If they're not taking appointments or they're not busy in November, December, they don't have a tax planning system. I do. All right. My tax planning system is pretty simple. We have your projection, followed up with all the articles that I'm going to be going over the next week, all right, with tax planning tips, and then a section that has I'm subscribed to the Tax Master Network. I have a section back there where I personalize information and use it for you to help you. But at the beginning is the key thing. Since I know almost all my business owners have ADD, even though I give them a book about that big, I put a 1 or 2 page, usually 2 to 3 pages, executive summary with flips to the page numbers that they need to look at and telling them what I'm thinking we're going to do. And then after our meeting, we sit down and have a meeting, work it through, make sure you understand what's going on. After the meeting, I followed up with a memo saying, All right, this is what we agreed to. Make sure you do it because it's going to save you just as much money. And I'm available too to help them implement it. So that's kind of the key. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. And remember, one of the keys to making it profitable is keeping that profit in your pocket, not sending it to Uncle Sam. Take tax planning serious over the next 2 months. Thank you very much.